How come I'm hard, I had to win, then start all over and win again. How come I'm hard, but that's okay, 'cause trouble, man, don't get in my way. Hey, I know some places and I see some faces. I got good connections, they dig my directions. When people say that's okay, they don't bother me. I'm ready to make it, don't care what the weather, don't care about no trouble, got myself together. I feel the kind of protection that's all around me. I come apart, baby.
You are tuned into WWE Hakeville, AM 1100.
The opinions expressed during the sponsored programs on this station are strictly those of the program hosts, guests, and callers and are not necessarily those of Beasley Broadcast Group, this station, its staff, other advertisers, or agencies.
And we are back with another installment of the #1 rated business show right here on the Atlanta Business Journal Radio, right here on the famous, world famous, I'm making it world famous for y'all.
World famous.
The world famous Real 1100 AM. How y'all doing today? My beautiful world famous co-host could not be with us today.
No, she's out right now. She has some business to take care of. But you know, it'd be like that.
Exactly, but I got the dopest producer in the world sitting with
Oh, you
me,
know
Jeff,
it,
the
man.
critic.
You're gonna get this right here, baby. You know I got something to say. You know I got something to say.
So we gonna make it do what it do today. I want to thank everybody for joining us. Thank you everybody for joining us right there on iHeartRadio all over the world. My friends in South Africa, Mexico, and everywhere else. I had no idea we had fans
Mexico.
in South Africa.
South Africa?
Dude, we celebrating today. Let me tell you something.
Wow.
Our
That's right next to
podcast-
Wakanda, right?
Our podcast, you remember Renee Montgomery? 100,000 listens.
Ooh. I like the big numbers.
Thank you, Jesus.
I
And
like
the one
the
from
big-
last week, we're hovering right about 70. So I need y'all to go ahead and hit that play button about 30,000 more times so we can keep our records looking good.
That is correct.
I'm trying to tell you. So I don't know if y'all know. Since the beginning of the year, I have been trying to get my sexy back. I used to be a young sexy man with a six-pack and all this type of thing. Okay. But I have been working out. I've been working out with my good friends over at Titan Fitness over in Smyrna. World-class gym, 1834 South Cobb Industrial Drive. So if you are trying to get your sexy back or get a little chisel on your face, I don't know. I was a little round, okay? Now I'm getting a little chisel back. Facebook see me.
There you go, man. But I only got a question for you, sir.
What's that?
Are you a different animal but still the same beast?
I don't know yet. I'm going to think about that one.
Do you know where that's from? Do you remember where that's from?
Uh-uh.
That's that Kobe Bryant commercial with what was his name? Kanye?
Oh, okay.
And he's like,
okay.
WTF, Kobe Bryant? What does that mean? He's like, you're welcome.
Congratulations to my new Super Bowl champs, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, Andy Reid got his. Let's go,
Andy Reid
Chiefs.
finally. What does he got? Like 200 something wins?
He got
first Super Bowl.
Yes, he is the most winningest coach without a Super Bowl berth as a head coach, and
Wow.
now he holds the record for most games won before you got one. So yeah,
And it was a great game, and also congratulations to the whole Latino community for being represented last night in that halftime.
That's
show.
what I was rooting for. I was rooting for Shakira and J-Lo the whole time.
All
Like,
of it.
oh
I'm
my,
telling you, it was so exciting.
J-Lo ain't 50. That's not 50, dog.
You don't think J-Lo?
I mean chronologically maybe.
I mean Angela Bassett like 70. Look at her.
Oh yeah, she can get her groove back right now.
I'm trying to tell you.
Right now, she can do the next movie and be the same character 20 years
She
later.
already
It's
got
crazy.
a groove back.
Yep.
I have my very special guest in the house with me today, Miss Julie Duran from Fine Line Aesthetics. How you doing today?
Hey, I'm great. Thanks, Kevin, for having me.
Not a problem. And also Sunitha Shivram from Sunray Corporation. How are you doing today?
Good, Kevin. Thank you so much for having us
And
here.
thank y'all so much for joining me today. We got a lot to talk about.
Of course, it's always a pleasure.
Oh God, I love her
Yeah.
accent.
I know, right?
I love her accent.
all right.
It's great. Yeah.
The
yeah.
first time I heard her say so, I was like, oh, you coming on the radio. I know you coming on the radio. Oprah Winfrey and The Rock are running for president. Do you believe this?
Yeah.
Do you believe this?
Yeah.
The Democrats gonna need them, man.
They can do it. They can do it. I mean, look. If, every the left and the right got their superstars, right?
Okay.
Conservative, liberal, moderate, whatever, and I'll be if Madam Oprah and then Vice President.
I don't know about The Rock. I love
Why
The Rock.
not?
I love The Rock. I
You
can't
don't
take
smell
him
with The
seriously.
Rock. I don't want to
Okay?
take him seriously. This is Vice President.
I
We don't
can
take
just see
that
him
position.
jumping up at the State of the Union to the millions
And millions. I one
of
time.
Americans everywhere.
I want him to give the eyebrow at a State of the Union address one time, and I could die a happy man.
We cannot do it. Also, I don't know how y'all might feel about this, but anytime someone is suffering, I think we need to try to lift them up. Rush Limbaugh today, he talked about on his radio show, stunned his 20-member audience Monday today with the announcement that he has been diagnosed with advanced lung cancer. The 69-year-old conservative talk pioneer closed his broadcast with the grim news saying he will be leaving his golden EIB microphone for treatment, but hopes to return later this week. This day has been one of the most difficult days in recent memory for me because I've known this moment was coming, Limbaugh said. So, hate to see it.
Yeah.
I don't agree with a lot of stuff that he says, but
I don't agree with anything he said.
I listen to him, so
You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, you hate to hear, you know how they say you wouldn't wish harm or illness on your worst enemy and stuff
Okay.
like that. You know, it's kind of like one of those type of situations. You know, I don't wish no harm for anybody. Like we can disagree about politics and policies
Exactly.
all day.
But you're a human being.
You're a human being. I don't want to see you hurt
Exactly.
and messed up. That's just, you know, I'm not evil.
I'm glad you're that person, though.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
a lot of people are not.
They're
They just people nowadays, we're so divided and everything is so polarized, and everybody just kind of fall back to their corners, and all I care about are my issues and my thing and my bubble, and if you ain't a part of that, we don't care nothing about
And you know
you.
what blows my mind too? There's a comedian, he was talking about that. You know, there's positions for people who are like civil rights,
Okay.
and equal rights. Like that's a position you can take. And if it's a position you take, that means that the opposite is true, right?
Exactly.
So that means there's people out there and be like, you know what? I believe in equal rights, and somebody's going, nah, bro, I don't believe in that. Like, who are you?
In other news, Google announced for the first time it finally disclosed the size of various business units within Google, including YouTube advertising, which in 2019 was a $15 billion business.
That's
all
with
right?
a B, right?
With a B.
That's
Now,
like
this is what I need to know.
your butler has a butler.
How much are y'all giving to these YouTube producers and these YouTube content
Bro, they're making.
creators?
Look, I'm already
Some of
starting
them are
my little-
making. Some
Bruh.
of them, but a lot of them ain't making nothing.
That's true. That's true. And you know what it is too? It's like high school. The
Okay.
popular kids get the nod. You know what I'm saying? Not the valedictorian. You hear about him at the speech or the graduation, the commencement ceremony. That's when you hear about his successes. But the popular kids, you know, the Lettermans and all stuff. That's the one that are getting the checks and the nods
hear
and
you.
stuff like that. Even though they produce the same amount of people,
That's true.
you know, the same viewership, same numbers and stuff like that. But it's all about perception, man.
But you know, the craziest thing to me is that we live in a society nowadays that you can actually create your own content, be able to monetize that content, and start to actually build your career. Because there's a
Thank you,
lot of
Barack Obama.
kids have careers
Yeah.
now based off YouTube.
Yeah.
Just doing reviews and different type of videos. So
That's why I don't let nobody take. That's why I don't let the current, you know, political administration take it credit for anything that's going on. Because like everybody knows how it goes. When a president comes into power, they put in policies, and then you're gonna like their policies. You're gonna see the effects of them 2-3 years after they're gone.
Exactly.
Yeah, and so he's like, you know, he's up there. The economy is doing great, and yeah, that's because of what the old boy did. We're gonna see what you put in the next 3. You know what I mean? That's when
Exactly, I
we'll
get
see
it.
yo slum. So like when did we feel Bush's stuff after Bush left?
that's true.
And then everybody was talking about how Obama had inherited
Oh,
a
no.
horrible economy.
Y'all want to beat down on Bush, and don't get me wrong, we all got right and wrongs on both sides. But Bush is my boy.
Bush?
I got
Junior
my
or daddy?
first house, Junior. I'm not.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
not with Dad. I was not with
How you
Dad.
like me now, America?
But I got my first house under George Bush.
Oh, you're welcome.
Under George
son. You're
W.
welcome.
Bush.
You're
If it
welcome.
was not for him, I would not have a home to this day. So George W. Bush is like one of my favorite Republicans.
Well, you're welcome there, son. I'm only trying to give the good old homeboy.
I'm gonna get a chance to meet him one of these days. For over a year, intrigue has hung over the January 2019 National Enquirer story that revealed Amazon boss Jeff Bezos' intimate text to his secret girlfriend, Lauren Sanchez. An on-camera
ain't
Hollywood
secret no
regular
more.
and no, everybody has seen it. It's not as big as his bank account. Let's say that.
Wow. Cold-blooded.
I know, right? Also, still, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. We are still suffering. We are still hurting for that. I didn't see a tribute for him at the Super Bowl. Was it?
Well,
I didn't see the first part.
They did. In the beginning of the pregame show, both teams lined up at the 24-yard line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's beautiful.
both teams lined up at the 24-yard line, and they did an unofficial kickoff for him.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah, but they NFL is like, okay, now we honored the black guy. Let's go ahead and get to our real game. That's how they did it, man. I'm not even gonna lie.
Wow. Lastly, coronavirus is still running rampant. We have 6 cases, and they say the most concentrated parts are out in the LA area, and I think that's because that's where most of your flights from Asia and China and that area of the world. That's where most of those flights come in at.
Yeah, I heard about something in
now
Alaska.
It's about 6 actual cases.
Mm-hmm.
Here
No
in the United
deaths.
States.
No deaths yet. So amen to that. Not in America. No deaths in America. Let me say that.
But still to this day, we are up in this panic about coronavirus and all this type of stuff. But flu is still a much bigger deal here.
Yeah.
We got so many deaths over the flu.
Yeah, and you know what? But you know what?
It's crazy.
Do you know why it's not given the cover? Because people have the attention span of. I'm sorry, what were we talking about? So it's like, oh yeah, we know that. We know.
Well, for all my friends out there, just to keep yourself safe, please wash your hands often with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. It's amazing how easy it is to avoid these type of things. If soap and water are not readily available, use an alcohol-based sanitizer with at least 60%. You know this is coming from like WebMD, right?
Yep, yeah, because this is not your patented advice.
Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth with unwashed hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Stay home when you are sick. Matter of fact, they're saying if you are having any type of symptom, you need to stay at home for about 14 days.
Yeah.
Like, seriously. I'm scared to death because I'm going on a cruise in a couple of weeks.
Where you going?
And it's like, we going to the Caymans, brother.
Oh.
Cozumel. We finna do it. Eat
Hey,
some
man, I've been
tacos
down
and
there.
everything.
Been down
I'm
there.
supposed in Mexico. I'm coming. We are coming.
Bring bug spray.
And some alcohol to wash.
Yeah.
On the boat, trust me, I'm gonna have enough alcohol to wash, man.
They got them jungle mosquitoes, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also, I've got a good friend of mine from Urban Family Practice, Dr. Godfrey. Mark will be here in March, and he'll be talking a little bit more to us about coronavirus and all this type of stuff. So stay tuned.
And disclaimer for those who just don't know, no, you cannot get the coronavirus from drinking a Corona from Mexico. Okay? We have to say it now, Kev. We have to say it. I know.
I hope don't nobody follow me thought that. But so I have these 2 beautiful, lovely ladies in the house with me today. How are we doing today, ladies?
Awesome.
Oh, we're doing so good
Yeah.
today. It's beautiful out.
Now, both
I
of you
know.
are business owners. Mm-hmm. You're very successful business owners. Mm-hmm. So who's going to tell me about their business first? Let's talk about Fine Line Aesthetics.
Sure.
So give me an idea, because we had a little fun off camera about some of the stuff you deal with on a daily basis. But give me an idea tell us about Fine Line Aesthetics and some of the things that you guys are doing.
Sure. Fine Line Aesthetics is a business that I opened myself.
Okay.
Basically because obviously I'm at the age now where
What age?
some things
You're
need to
like
be
you're
kept
20.
up a bit.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you go to different clinics, different offices, it's not all the same. And you as the patient don't quite know that, but I'm more medical, so I ask a lot more questions.
Okay.
And I like to know what's happening when I go in. And I just heard a lot of bad things about, ways they were diluting our Botox, our Zima, and our Dysport, and different other things. So I decided, you know what? I know how to run a business.
Okay.
I run a OBGYN business as well.
Wow.
So I opened up Fine Line. I've always worked with women's health. This is kind of my calling. It is deep in my heart, but now I get to work with men, which is a little bit different as well.
Hold on. You work with men.
I work with men as
What do you do with
men
men?
get Botox. They get
Where?
Jeuveau. Where? Their face. Their
Really?
face. Yeah. So the number one place someone comes in is typically their crow's feet and their forehead.
Okay.
Right between your eyes. They call them the 11s, or they call them angry moms. Like the angry, exactly.
That?
The angry mom
I got
look,
it.
The angry lines.
I got it.
Yes, you
Oh
actually
my
do
God.
have it.
Oh, really?
You do. Yes.
God.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you need to do a live thing on him.
oh, we should do a live broadcast and do a
broadcast
Botox on you.
him, Botox.
So explain to me about Botox.
Do you see how he diverted that question?
I know.
Tell me what Botox actually does inside. What does this do? It just stimulates or stimulates the
No.
skin or fills the space? What
It's
does it
actually
do?
a neurotoxin. It
Okay.
paralyzes the muscle, but it's in very dilute amounts, so
Okay.
you can't get hurt from it.
Okay.
It's going to relax the muscle. So when I put it in your forehead, as everyone knows, those lines are horizontal, right? Usually, typically on your forehead.
Okay.
If I put in, and go back a little bit because there's Botox, Zeman, Dysport, and Jeuveau.
Okay.
So there's 4 different types now. So everybody calls Botox, but there are different categories of it. There's different products out now.
Okay.
But basically, it's a neurotoxin that relaxes that muscle, and that line relaxes and softens and doesn't look as deep and obvious.
Wow, she just busting on me up there. It's like I'm obviously old, but I appreciate that because I gotta be honest with you. Most people think I'm a lot younger than what I am. Like everybody, especially when I get around much
You do
older
look
people.
young, yeah.
So folks think I'm super young. So I don't know if I might need to wait another 10 years before I
another
start
10.
shooting the stuff in there.
Well, it's also preventative. So you
Okay.
start in your 20s, it prevents those lines from being
See,
deeper
I hadn't
as you
been
get
20 in
older.
a long time.
So I know. Yeah.
How does 20 look like?
What does
You
20
know?
look like?
I
Oh.
don't- Oh, Lord.
Me
Yes.
20 years ago, but
20. Well, after your treatment, most people come back and say, I feel
Wow.
5 years younger. I feel refreshed. I feel, liberated. I just feel good about myself.
Okay.
And that's the goal, is to make you feel good about yourself from inside out. And your out looks good. You feel better in the inside.
But they did say that men now are really starting to be a lot more conscious about their looks and doing a lot of those things that back in the days it wouldn't be a thing that men do, like go get facials and
Correct.
all this type of stuff. I know even in
Sure.
my barbershop they're doing facials now. I was like, huh?
Men get pedicures. Come on.
Yeah, they call it
just-
manicures.
Manicure. Yes.
Manicures.
A mani pedi.
Yes.
You get mani pedis.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. So,
Oh,
everyone,
He's
let
a
me
man
tell you
backwards.
something. Look, if that woman wants to rub my feet for $25 and make me feel all supple,
Okay.
I'll do that maybe once every couple months. You know what I'm saying? Because I got them Fred Flints. I'm a ex-service member engineer,
Okay,
so
okay.
I got the Fred Flintstones for real. Like I could probably drive the car if you just
got
bottom
you.
Oh,
out.
my God.
but yeah, man, like it's the new age, like
Okay.
everybody's more image conscious, everybody's more health conscious, everybody's realizing that people are we were looking at a lot of the older. We were just talking about Angela
Yeah.
Bassett, 70
Yeah.
years old, looking like she's still 45 and like a whole snack. So like, and people want that,
Okay.
So hey, there it is. I mean, most people don't know I'm 45.
Really?
No,
No,
I'm
I
not.
was
But
gonna say,
you wouldn't
you
even
are
know.
not
But see, you
45.
wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even know. But
She know.
Yeah.
You need it too. You need to bust him in the
Need to bust
forehead
him in
with.
the head.
She tried to bust me. I need Botox, man.
Nah, bro, you good, dog.
All right.
You
All
good.
right.
Dog.
It's just men don't talk about it. It's
No.
the whole stereotypical. I'm a man's man. I don't get that. I don't get my feet done. I don't. It's
Really?
it's so stereotypical. And then when I do have male clients come in, which I have a lot of male clients come in,
Okay.
and they're just like, oh, I don't tell them anybody. I just I just need a little bit here and there, and they absolutely love it. Because
Okay.
men are afraid they're going to take away their masculinity when you
Yeah.
do Botox. Because some lines on your face are masculine. You want lines on your face.
A little bit, yeah.
You just don't want
It's called being
Too
distinct.
many.
extreme amount of lines. Exactly.
Okay. I've never thought that I needed Botox. I feel so bad about myself now. I don't want to be in the public eye anymore.
You got them
So,
wrinkles.
so what are some of the other things that men are coming in being treated about? Because we don't get to talk about men a lot. We
Yeah.
always talking about women on this show.
course.
So, what
Yeah.
are some of the other things that men are coming in being treated for?
Yeah, fillers.
Fillers.
Fillers are very huge in men.
Okay.
Starting from about 23 years on up, you start losing collagen, fats, elasticity in your skin and your face. Gravity is not very
Okay.
nice to
Yes,
us, right,
I
as we
get that.
age. So things are getting lower to the ground, right? So your face falls as well, okay? So as you see, a lot of people have dark under eyes. They have...
I suffer from that, but that's from I never go to
Be
sleep.
genetics too. Well, you need to get some sleep,
Yeah.
hydration, but a lot of it is genetics as well. But it's aging. It's
Okay.
aging, and there's things we can do. Fillers are a hyaluronic acid.
Okay.
It's something your body already produces.
Okay.
But we put them in
So
certain...
it's no danger.
No danger. Actually,
Okay.
it's a very, very low side effect or any reaction to it.
Okay.
Yep, it's great. But we call them the little lines right through here, which I'm pointing at my face right now. But it's those laugh lines, right, that go
Okay.
above from your nose down to your mouth. We fill in those lines
Okay.
just slightly where it's not as deep. And we also do a lot of cheek fillers because your cheeks tend to fall down. Then you get those jawls.
Okay.
Those
That
lovely
little hang
little
right there?
jawls hanging
Okay.
off your chin, correct? And that helps bring your face back up a little bit, make it fuller, younger, more healthy. It's men typically come in and want their cheeks
Okay.
and their we call it their lines, right? Their smile lines.
Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what do women get?
Everything.
Yeah, so you do the full
Whatever.
body,
Face.
just the facial.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
You can do a lot of different things with Botox. You can help with excessive sweating in armpits, on the palms of your hands. There's things you can do throughout your body on all the products that I utilize, but I stick with the facial products. I love doing fillers and doing the Jeuveau, which is one of the brands of category Botox.
Okay.
What's that?
Migraine.
Migraine,
Headache.
good.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
you're right.
It works
yes.
for migraines.
Yes, I
Wow,
haven't
you
even
don't
gotten to
tell
the
me.
migraines.
No, not me.
Sunny and I go way back, and she's seen me do a lot of
Wow.
my procedures on clients, and
Yeah,
she's right.
I give headaches to others.
So you give them, you don't give them.
I know.
Yeah, she's right. Migraine, Botox is very, very good with migraine.
Okay.
Helps to make it a little bit less and more tolerable for people.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's go ahead and let you jump in for a second. Tell us about Sunray Corporation and what you guys are doing.
Oh, okay. We are into IT software development,
Okay.
IT staffing, anything and everything related to IT.
Okay.
And we are doing this for about 18 years now.
Wow.
Yeah, and I personally love doing
Now,
it.
explain IT to people, because so many people, I think people don't understand the distinction between like digital marketing, building websites, and what IT actually is. So give us an idea of what actual IT services look like.
Okay. IT services, again, it's a huge, I would say it is too huge to even explain about it, but
Okay.
there's a certain niche that every company specializes in.
Okay.
We specialize in staffing people with IT skills
Okay.
or doing software development. A very simple example would be, you know this movie Avatar,
Okay.
right? You see all those graphics.
Okay.
You have got software developers who sit and write the
Wow.
software code so that even if the hand has to move, everything is into IT
Okay.
over there. So that is just one of the examples.
Because a lot of times when I think about IT, I think about like networking.
That is
like
also part
building
of it.
like these huge infrastructures for these companies and corporations and stuff like that. Is that some of the stuff that you guys do as well?
No, building network, again, when you say, are you talking about the towers and all those things?
Like just building like the networks inside of like corporations,
Oh,
like
yes.
intranets and
Yeah,
that type
it's
of thing.
it's the network engineers, yes.
Okay.
They go ahead, they take care of it. The cloud engineers, right now cloud is a huge thing
Okay.
that has come up. So Amazon Web Services, AWS by Amazon, or Azure, depending on what technologies the
Wow.
companies use. So Azure is more of Microsoft-based. And so they go ahead. It's a huge topic. Yeah, it's a
Okay.
huge topic that you can talk about anything and everything. But to keep it simple, I would say the clients, they approach us, they ask us for people with IT skills, or if they have a project that needs to be implemented, developed,
Wow.
then we send our team. We don't do any offshore. There are companies who offshore projects, but we don't do it. We all do it at the client site.
Okay.
We undertake the projects, do it at the client site, and
Now
send the whole team.
you're originally from where?
Originally from India.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now what ended up? First of all, how did you get into something like IT? Is that just something that is a family thing, or is it just something you got interested in?
No, it is not a family thing. My husband and I, we started the company together.
Okay.
But before we started, I used to work for a company. I was in the sales and marketing department of the company, recruiting IT skilled people,
Okay.
then approaching clients for requirements or projects. That's exactly what I used to do. I learned the tricks of trade while working for this other company. That was in LA. I lived there for probably about between 4 to 5 years.
Wow.
I lived there, and then when we were expecting, that's when I moved to Atlanta.
Okay.
I had met my husband. He lived here. We did this long-distance commute between LA and Atlanta for almost about 2 years before I moved here. The company that I used to work for, they agreed to allow me to work from home, which was nice of them. And once I moved here, then that company decided to move into other aspects, more into product development. And that is when, for me, I started looking out for a job because I had to maintain my status legally.
Okay.
So I had to go ahead and have somebody sponsor me. That's when I went ahead. We opened a company and my husband sponsored me.
Okay.
And instead of working for somebody else and helping them make money, might as well work for yourself.
That's right.
And
I
make
tell folks all the time, if you can go do it for a company, you can do it for yourself.
Yeah,
That's
you're
what- I
helping
did the
somebody
same
else
thing.
build their dreams. It's true.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Build your
so-
own.
Yeah, build your own, exactly. So,
Now, how does India differ from America? Because it's and I've actually got we've got fans over in India. Himanshu, how you doing tonight? Most of the time he tunes in, but what's how the culture? I know there's huge cultural differences and that type of thing, but what are some of the differences between a country like India and here in America that you see?
yeah. I personally, I love both the countries. It's like asking a mom,
Which
child you love the most. So they're totally different. When it comes to the technologies and everything, hands down to the U.S. But I think, I don't know.
The driving is a
culturally,
lot different.
The family aspect, you have a lot of family support over
Okay.
there. I see that. But over here, I have got friends who are more than a family to me.
Okay.
So I don't know. I have, culturally, it's very huge, but still, I think mentality, it depends on the mentality of the people.
I think
That's
that,
how it- yeah.
but I think that's true no matter where you are.
I know, yeah.
It definitely depends on the mentality of people.
Yeah.
It really does. Even
And-
here in the United States.
Yeah, but again, I think it's also each one's personality, Kevin.
Okay.
It depends on how, if you want somebody to treat you well, you treat them well too. That's exactly how it has to be. And this country, I have been here for about a little over 20 years now.
Wow. Okay.
And all I know is only the best things that has happened. If you want to be on this earth, you want to be in this country. That is the way I look at it. Again, don't get me wrong. I love India, but it's just that I moved here when I was still a little too young, I guess.
Okay.
So,
No, it's all right.
yeah, and I have my roots here now. I have kids, family, awesome friends like Julie. So, somebody who can, be my backbone.
Now, how often do you get a chance to go home?
We have offices there we have got back office. We don't do our offshore, as I told you, but we have got back offices back in India. So I get to travel almost every 3 months.
Wow.
Yeah, I go back, I land, and I go to work immediately. So,
All right.
yeah.
We are sitting here. This is the number one rated business show right here on the Real 1100 AM Atlanta Business Journal Radio. I'm here with my good friends Julie Duran and Sunitha Shivram, and we will be right back after this.
Hey, did you know the Real 1100 AM is now on Facebook? Man, that's right. You can catch all your favorite shows on the Real 1100 WWE Facebook page. It's real, y'all.
Hi, I'm Tim Wright with The Right Man for the Job. Would you like to create a luxurious spa experience in your home with the addition of a steam shower or sauna room? Have you been thinking about having pure drinking water in your home with a whole house water filtration system? In addition to promoting wellness and relaxation, steam showers, saunas, and water purification systems add considerable value to your home. We specialize in the highest quality home improvements by adding these steam showers, saunas, and water purification systems. We also specialize in servicing commercial gyms and spas with steam showers and saunas. For the finest steam showers, saunas, and whole house water purification systems, call The Right Man for the job. Go to my website. That's therightman.com, therightman.com with a W.
We four of us as a couple, we complement each
We
other.
are back right here on the Real 1100 AM. This is the number one rated business show. I'm your host, KC Pride. Miss Kinyana is off tonight, and I got the dopest producer in the building.
You know it.
Devin the Critic.
Hey, say that.
So we was just sitting here, and come to find out, You ladies have a very interesting relationship of how you know each other, and you guys own a couple businesses. We're gonna figure out the name of one of them soon. But so how'd you guys meet? How'd you end up in a chance from India to America and getting a chance to meet each other?
You want to go ahead?
Sure.
Yeah.
We're best friends. We go up back about 10 years.
Wow.
So the way it started, my husband and I were looking for a home back in 2010. Thank you. See? And we purchased a home, and the two houses next to us were for sale. So we couldn't wait to see what type of neighbors we're going to have. Do they have kids? Where they do? You know, we wanted cool neighbors because we want to be outside a lot. So Sunny pulled up. Of course, she goes by Sunny with me. Sunny pulled out with her husband, and we heard it. They bought the house in cash, which, of course, we want to go check her out, right? I'm like,
I'm going to talk to you about some sponsorship after this show.
This lady. Which is a funny dynamic because when we had a contract on our home, we heard there was a backup offer on our house. So my husband and I were like, no, we're going to get this house. We need to move it. We need to go. We need to sign. I don't care if they need DNA. You know, my first child, I don't care. We're going to get it. Because the backup offer was cash. So if anything fell through, we were screwed. And it ended up being, it was Sunny that had the backup offer on our home. But they ended up liking the area so much, and they liked the houses.
I wanted that house.
Yeah, we fought over it. I mean,
literally.
And so she ended up moving next to us.
Okay.
It was very interesting. So yeah, she moved in next to us, and we saw the van pull up, and I grabbed my kids and I grabbed my husband. I said, "We're gonna go over and see her. Let's see who these people are." And we did. We walked across the grass, and I saw her walk out, and we have been best friends since.
Wow.
Oh, we just hit it off. And our kids, they're almost of the same age.
Okay.
And they're all best friends.
All best friends. And we travel together. We take vacations together.
That's
all
beautiful.
Spring breaks. We go skiing together. We go to the beach together.
Yeah, so we have one coming up in, 3 weeks now, right?
End of February.
All
Where y'all going?
Courchevel, France.
Y'all going to
Courchevel.
France?
Yeah, Courchevel.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I go?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Who gonna pay for my plane ticket?
Come on. All cash offer over here.
I know, right?
She can pay for it.
I only fly first class.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you'll have a suite, so don't worry about that.
Wow. Okay.
Yep. So we got to know each other really well. She obviously is an amazing business owner. We have several businesses, and then together we, after 10 years of have friendship, of course we're talking, and she does her part of the IT versus the visas and getting these different people to come over to the U.S. with visas for work. Correct? Am I right, Sunny?
Oh yeah, some of them depends. If there is a shortage of skills, then you have to bring them either from France, UK, India, China.
Okay.
So doesn't matter. For us, end of the day, we need to have people here with skills, specialized skills, who can do the job.
Now, do you have a problem getting people past immigration and this type of thing?
No, as long as you do things legally and do the right stuff, there's absolutely no problem.
Okay.
Yeah, laws are done for a reason.
It's just so promoted to us that there's so many problems with immigration and all this type of stuff in so many countries you can't go to. I was just wondering.
No, honestly, I personally feel that people have misused the system a lot.
Okay.
So if they are putting all these checks and barriers, it is for a reason. The moment you misuse the system, then obviously, somebody has to pay for it.
Okay.
So even if you're doing the right thing, you have to go through it. There is no second thoughts about it, and it's okay. As long as we follow the laws legally, do the things the right way, we have never had any issues.
Wow.
Our first priority is to get people, U.S. citizens who are already here, the jobs. But there is so much shortage of jobs in the IT industry.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I say, for example, if there are 10,000 jobs, you only have about 2,000 people available for those jobs.
Now, is that 2,000 people that's actually qualified to do it?
Qualified to, exactly, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. They're highly skilled people. The average salary that these people make is $100K.
Oh, yeah.
Starts off with, fresh college graduates, they make $120K and above.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so.
My little nephew is actually in IT. He graduated from Georgia State, and he came out of school. I mean, his first job, I think he was working for like Home Depot, making $90,000 a year.
Wow.
Like,
Okay.
and he didn't have no experience. I was
for
like,
him.
wow.
Yeah, that's, oh yeah, good for him. That's nice. That's a good salary.
Oh yeah.
to begin with. Yeah. So
But we tie in together with the medical aspect of it.
Okay.
So in the middle, we put.
So you did
The me-
Botox on her.
So, no, she's gorgeous.
I would not even. I would love to do it. The moment I turn 50, I'm doing it. So
Listen,
I
the
told
key
that
is
to
women
her.
do not tell you they
I
got
know,
it.
right?
They just say thank you. I look good. Thank you. Thank you so much. My husband's an OBGYN.
Okay.
I'm a nurse. Sunny is obviously amazing at her IT business. Her husband manages. They all work well.
Okay.
So together we are in the future looking at a nurse recruitment company. So between our
her nursing experience and my recruiting experience.
Okay.
And there is shortage of nurses here in the U.S.
Okay.
It is a lot, isn't it?
It's
Don't you?
I worked the floor as a nurse for years, and you're always short. Or they
Oh,
have
yeah.
travelers come in, which is where we would come in.
Okay.
We would be accumulating travel nurses from multiple different places, and then placing them in hospitals at different locations.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's I actually know the president of United Association for Professional Registered Nurses.
Yeah.
And that's one of the biggest things that they talk about. It's such a lack of a lot of nurses in this professional
It is.
industry, to where you're talking about more what nurse practitioners and obstetric nurses and just all kind of amazing nurses and
Yeah.
people in that field.
Yeah, so you're talking mid-levels versus registered nurses as
Wow.
well. So that's a different gamut on that. But my sister's
Is
a nurse
it-
practitioner. There's no one understands the difference, really.
Yeah, I get
But so we're looking at the nursing level, the nursing field level, to staff your med surg, your OB, your cancer units, your triage, your ER, things like that.
It's so amazing to me that we have shortages in these type of fields like IT and nursing, because they're such number one. Well, I'm not gonna say on the nursing side. It just depends. I think on some levels, nursing can be a great job. On some levels, it can be a taxing job, because my mom is a nurse. She's been a nurse for 40 years. Yeah. She's actually a nurse manager now, but I've seen it from just kind of all levels, like the emergency room. I've seen it on the floor nursing, OR nursing and this type of stuff. And some of those, it gets rough dealing with people that's, always dealing with tragedy, pain, sickness, and this type of stuff. They going through it.
Yeah, there's a burnout.
Yes.
You work 12-hour shifts, and you're there before the shift, you're there after the shift, you're on your feet the whole time, you may not go to the restroom, you may not eat. They're exhausted. And you're dealing one-on-one with these patients, and like you said, not only the patients, but the community, the husband, the wife, the children, the neighbors come in.
Exactly.
Or Adobe, of course, neighbors give in. Hello. But yeah, it's taxing on your body. It's taxing pushing beds, flipping patients. So there's a huge burnout in nursing field general.
I can imagine.
And they just don't get paid enough for what they do either.
No.
Nurses need to,
I
they
agree
need to
with you on
increase
that.
that. That's a lot.
Both doctors
You know?
and nurses.
They're the
They-
doctors, hands. They're there, and
Yep.
but
So my question, who's voting for Oprah and The Rock for president? I just want to know.
did you say The Rock? Was The Rock an option?
Yes, it's
He's
supposed
hot.
to be.
I'll
I
go with
think,
The Rock.
I think,
Rock,
I think it's supposed to be
Dwayne
Oprah
Johnson? Are you
as the
kidding?
president, and then The Rock as the vice president, which
Yeah.
Dwayne. I'm going.
I have no idea.
We'll have to look at him all the time.
I
I'm
know,
going
I know, right?
exactly. It's
I just couldn't see it.
Viewership will go up by 185%.
I don't think we need no more viewership on Washington right now, because I promise you,
There's enough.
You got a good point.
it is way too much going on right this second.
You can't say we can't do better. I mean, excuse me, you can't say we can't do worse. I think you honestly say that, because I honestly think that, like, okay, a Rock. Never mind The Rock. A Rock sitting in the Oval Office would do nothing, and that would be better. So I don't think you can get it. You can get any worse than where we are right now, man. It's all up from here, man.
Oh, Lord have mercy. What else is going on in Atlanta this week? Well, the Super Bowl just passed, so that's always the biggest thing. Did
Shout
y'all
out
watch?
to the Kansas City Chiefs.
I know,
yes,
right?
I know.
That's right. My boy
Good for
Andy
them.
Reid got it. 50 years, man.
50 years.
Yeah,
50.
50
Here's an
years.
interesting little like you guys know who Joe Buck is, one of the commentators who does it. I don't know if anybody knows, but he one of the commentators for for Fox and whatnot.
Okay.
And interestingly enough, if you go back to the last time the Kansas City Chiefs were in the Super Bowl, I believe against Green Bay, his father was a commentator then, and he had just turned 4. and his father brought him along onto that on broadcast.
Wow.
So he's like,
that's-
Dad, 50 years later, I'm doing a Chiefs Super Bowl that my dad did 50 years prior to.
Wow.
That's crazy, right?
That is crazy.
That's crazy. So
That is special.
Yep.
Getting a pay raise in 2020, here's how to make the most of it. With many companies experiencing strong profits and S&P 500 gaining 31% in 2019, including dividends, many professionals, executives, and senior level managers are getting well-deserved raises in 2020. But be careful. With each new pay raise, people tend to increase their lifestyle. They take on a bigger mortgage, buy a luxury car, or install a large swimming pool in the backyard.
Why do you do that?
I don't know, because trust me, I don't want no swimming pool.
No, but I
I can do without the swimming pool in the backyard.
Well, so I never
Because I'm gonna have to
understood
be the one to take care of it. I don't want to do it.
I never understood that. When you've gotten used to one lifestyle, and all of a sudden you make some money, then you just blow all that money on a new lifestyle you have no experience at, and then you wonder why it all goes to. I never understood that. Like, if you were happy, this is my point. If you were happy at $45,000 or $45K a year, okay, and then you were happy, content, and everything was good, and then all of a sudden you started making $75K a year. Why would you make your life more complicated by adding more?
Because I'm a little bit happier driving a Beamer versus a Corolla.
Oh, no. Yeah, but you happen to you get that maintenance bill and find out it cost you $300 for an oil change.
But your priorities in life change as you start making money.
Yeah, I think that's the problem.
No, it is not.
Why? I think that's the problem. Like, because like in this, especially in this day and age, in this culture, like now, it's like, okay, look at everything out there. There's too many options. Okay, I don't know where to get with Netflix, Disney Plus, or Google this, or like.
I got a good one for you. Cancel Netflix. There's nothing left on there. Okay.
Yeah.
Get rid of that one.
Yeah, all their original content is
But no, I get where
Yeah.
she's coming from though. You as you start to climb the ladder a little bit, things do change a little bit. You start to want a little bit,
I don't know, bro.
I think you've been wanting for a
I
while.
could be a millionaire
You can afford it
tomorrow.
now.
I will still be wearing these Walmart thermals.
Okay.
And my regular khaki. I'm not. I don't think. I think that would literally be you. I think if I had $1 million right now, you wouldn't know. In fact, I know that. I know.
And I know a bunch of folks like that.
I know.
I really do.
Nothing would change because Because for me, I don't need the money to be happy, but I do want the money to help my situation be better. Like if I get a lot of money, now I'm thinking, okay, yeah, my kids are straight. Okay, yeah, I can pay off this mortgage. Okay, now I can get mom a house. You know what I mean? I'm not thinking, all right, cruise around the world. I'm not thinking that. I'm not thinking new. I don't want the luxury car because
like Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders said he's gonna change the library card to his black card.
Oh yeah, see, I'm not doing all that. That's cool and all, but it's like that'll never be me, man. I'll buy some land and go, and chill out.
If you do want to make the most of that raise in 2020, contribute the maximum amount to your 401k or 403b or other retirement plan. One of the best ways to save your big raise is to increase your pre-tax 401k contribution. To maximize this benefit, contribute up to $19,500 annually if you are under age 50 and $26,000 for those over the age of 50. For more info, you can go to the AtlantaBusinessJournal.com and read this article titled Getting a Pay Raise in 2020 to get the rest of all these different things that you can possibly do to help increase your income. And I was just telling this young man over here earlier, y'all can easily be billionaires and millionaires by the time y'all 35. I think a lot of people don't pay attention to compound interest enough because it's boring, especially in years 1 through 5. But 5 through 10 and 10 through 15, when it started to flip and that money started to roll over a little bit faster and those amounts started to grow a little bit more, you can really, really make some huge gains in the marketplace. I know some folks in McDonald's that can be some millionaires, seriously. So what are you doing with your pay raise in 2020?
I'm still shocked at the fact that he wouldn't get a nicer car. I don't know many people, if you got a raise, that wouldn't go get something.
Money doesn't bring happiness, but spending money brings you happiness. That is the way I look at it.
I'm talking to two females here.
My goodness.
I am shocked.
I would love to spend money if I
got to
had
put
so
y'all
much.
on a Visa commercial or something. Spending money will make you happy.
I'm shocked. You work harder, you get more.
As long as you're not making money by bashing somebody else. Yeah, it's your hard-earned money.
That's
Go
true.
for it.
Yes.
The way I always look at it from the philosopher Mr. Mob Marley.
Okay.
He says, money is numbers, and numbers never end.
Okay.
So if you are chasing numbers, you'll never find the end. You got to find something else that'll make you happy. And so for me, money's like water. Like it's literally like water. Like, do I want a constant supply of water to live happily? Yes. But do I need to have tank after tank after tank after tank after? No, I don't need to collect it all like that. I just need a constant flow. And that's how I've always seen it.
Okay. No, let me tell you something. When it comes to money, okay, never work for money.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. For me, 20 years in this country and much earlier that I started my work, I always worked for passion. And money always fell in. Yeah, money fell in its place.
I like that. Okay. I like that one.
Yeah.
I like that one.
And then, of course, so when you have it, might as well, I don't want to go, if you can afford a Lamborghini, why not?
Now, so I will say this now. I'm not going to spend money on me like that. Okay? Now, my baby.
I got
Okay.
All right.
There you go.
That's a different story. Because see, the way I would see it is, I'm not buying things. I'm paying for that smile.
Okay.
That smile to be there every day and looking at me, knowing that I made that smile.
Everybody got something else that make them happy.
That'd be valuable to me. Like, yeah, I did that.
Well, Miss Julie Duran, tell us a little bit more about Fine Line Aesthetics. If somebody wants to come in and get some Botox, if some of the old-looking men, not myself, but if some of these old-looking men want to come by and sneak in and see you, how can they get in contact with you?
Oh, you poor Kevin. I feel like we put you on the spotlight.
I feel
here.
so
I'm
bad.
sorry.
I feel like I'm old. I feel like I got crow's feet and all these other witches' disease or whatever y'all call it around.
Witch's disease. No. Most people have wrinkles. That's all good. That's why I have a business. It's good. If you want to find me on Fine Line Aesthetics, I have a website, finelineaesthetics.com.
Okay.
I'm also on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Yelp. I'm on Google.
Wow.
You will find me. Just Google my name.
One more time.
Facebook, Instagram, Yelp, Google.
You got to spell it out for us. They're riding around.
FineLineAesthetics.com.
FineLineAesthetics.com.
Yep.
Also, if we are in need of some IT professionals, how can we get in contact with Sunray Corporation?
Yeah, there is a email address or a phone number on our website, sunraycorp.com.
Okay.
People can go there or just Google my name. I'm on LinkedIn. Google
I'm doing it. I'm hot. I'm fly. Just look me up. I'm there.
24/7. I work for 25 hours in a day. So, might as well. Yeah, of course. So, the quality, if you're looking for quality, Sunray is the right company.
That is a beautiful thing. Now, you also speak too, don't you? You do some corporate speaking?
Yes, I do a little bit of it, not a whole lot. I hope that I'll find more time to do that. Okay. But
she's a busy lady.
Yeah, I'm extremely
I can imagine because
busy,
you text her, she don't text you back for like 2 or 3 days.
Right.
She don't see your email.
I get a text right away. You didn't
I
do
do
2 days?
that.
Oh,
I'm not in the clique then.
You're
That's the problem.
Kevin, no, I do that.
I thought I was your homeboy.
At least I tell you that I'll text you back.
Hey, like I said, it's instant message, not instant response.
exactly.
She sent you the little emoji with the little kiss on it, so you think you're good. Then you don't hear back for a few days. That's all right. It's all right. My feelings are not hurt. My feelings are not hurt. What else? So we are coming to the end. This has been a great hour. Have you guys had fun?
Oh, yes. This was awesome.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That's a great job, Kevin.
No, I like what you said earlier, though. It's about the passion, and then the money will follow. Because when I first started my career, it was about the money. I got to be honest with you. It was I was fired from my job, or my position was eliminated. I was really fired, but I was fired from my job. My position was eliminated. My second child had just been born. My child was born in January. I was let go in February. Wow. Okay, so everything about then, it was just about making dollars and trying to just make sure that we kept a roof over our head, being able to provide for my wife and my 2 daughters. But now I'm finally to the point in life where I'm not worried about month to month how I'm gonna pay my bills, and it's like more and more now. It's about what makes me happy, and it's like it's not. I don't need to go do all this crazy stuff to make another 10 grand. It's like, is this really gonna make me happy at the end of the day? Is it really worth my time to be tied up like that? So I mean, I love the fact that you said it's about the passion and not about the money. Because I think a lot of times you can't tell people that enough. Because so many of these kids, they just want the money. They see the big dollars. Oh, I'm gonna create this app and I'm gonna be a billionaire and all this type of stuff. And a lot of that stuff falls apart. And if you don't have that passion and it's not something that's really driving you, that you really got that love for, it ain't going nowhere.
Right. And these kids, they don't realize that the overnight millionaire would have taken 10 years to build it. So that is one thing. Work hard. Be smart. I know there are people who are hardworking, but you need to be smart too with your work.
That's true.
And, so that is, and be wise. Don't repeat your mistakes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay to make new mistakes. That's the way I look at it.
So it's okay to make new ones. Don't make the same ones.
Same one, yeah. You would be stupid then, right?
That's funny. I know Sunny's about the passion. My nursing field, I guess that's why I went into this field, because I like to make other people happy.
Okay.
So I love taking care of people, making them feel, they come in sick. I want to make them feel better, get them nice and healthy and out the door. And that's probably one of the reasons I love aesthetics too, because it makes you so happy. You walk out and you're just happy. So you have to love your job.
Oh, yes.
You know, you have to be able to have that passion for it. I have a son that's in college, and
You got a son that's in college?
I do.
No, you don't.
I do. He's 18. He'll be 19 in February here.
Wow.
But exactly what you said. These kids look at jobs, and they look at the salary.
Yeah.
I've said it till I was blue. Make sure you like what you do. I want you to make money, but I want you to like what you do. If you don't like what you do, you're not going to make money.
That's true. Because that 100,000 could be the most miserable thing you've ever done in your life.
Exactly.
Yes.
Like seriously.
It's not all about the money, and I would agree a little bit there on that aspect, but you do have to love what you do, but you have to provide for your family too.
That's true.
So there's that stress of being the man of the house and want to provide for your family, so you do have to look at that.
And then you got to spend it to be happy.
You got to spend it.
You got to be spending it to be happy.
Correct.
All right. Well, I have thoroughly enjoyed today. I've had so much fun with you ladies. Y'all got to come back and we got to do this again.
Yeah, I'd love to.
I think Sonny was a little bit nervous. It's all right. It's just, the whole world listening. But, don't feel bad.
Yeah, I'm going to be a professional next time. Yeah, I'll be a pro.
I was ready to really get into the nitty gritty stuff of health, but okay. I was ready. But
I gotta have her come back just to do some voiceovers for me.
We gotta do some drops before they leave, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like this Sunday, you listen to the #1 rated business show.
Something.
With my accent, oh sure, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
Yep. God, yes. Let's go. Let's go.
I hope your wife ain't listening today.
No, this is true. I'll tell her, baby, hey.
Oh, yeah.
She had that voice.
Yeah.
She had that voice.
Yeah, she's happy in her life.
Once again, if you're out in the Douglasville area, please stop by Jumpin' Joy, 2115 Fairburn Road. Please, if you'll tell them Kevin Pride sent you, they will let you jump all day for just $12. We got food, we got arcades, trampolines wall to wall. Also, like I say, if you are trying to lose a few this year, stop by and see my good friends out at Titans Fitness. We are also doing a bodybuilding competition, the Titans Clash, and that is for amateur bodybuilders as well. If you want to get in on that, please check out titansclash.com. Once again, it's the #1 rated business show right here on the Real 1100 AM. I am KC Pride. Miss Kinyana McCoy will be back next week. Follow me on Instagram. I am KC Pride. Follow me on Facebook. I am KC Pride. I'm sorry, I have no more rooms for friends on my profile. I'm at the limit. Y'all gonna have to go to my fan page. I am KC Pride. If y'all follow me over there, make sure you like the page so you will know when we go live, and you guys can check out all of the #1 rated business talk show. And I think this is our time. Is this us?
That's us.
Is it time?
It's that time, man. Time to get out of here.
All right. Well, this has been the #1 rated business show right here on the Real 1100 AM. One last time, I am KC Pride. Follow me on social media, Instagram, Facebook, and everywhere else. And we are out.